We begin tonight with breaking news. Today, Fox 10 News filed a lawsuit against the city of Mobile seeking the release of public records, including the police department's body camera policy. Just hours later, the city sent us a copy of that policy. It's a public record we've been requesting for nearly 9 months. Fox 10 News investigative reporter Kati Weis has the details.
As we tell you every day, we're committed to you. Well, that commitment includes informing you about how your tax dollars are used. That's why we've been requesting a written copy of the Mobile Police Department's body camera policies to see how police are using that equipment on a day-to-day basis. Last week, the Mobile Police Department refused to release that policy. So today, Fox 10 News filed suit against the city for those records that you're entitled to. And it didn't take long for us to get some results.
It's a policy we first requested back in September and never got an answer until last week. A Mobile police spokesperson told us bluntly in an email, quote, "We do not release our policies." So this week we decided to file suit over the issue. And 5 hours later, city officials finally sent us a copy. It's 5 pages long and details the purpose and procedures for the body cameras. It indicates the policy was put in place on March 4th, 2016. But the police department started rolling out the body cameras almost a year prior to that, in June 2015. The body cam policy became a hot button issue after an officer shot and killed 19-year-old Michael Moore during a traffic stop in June 2016. Police said Officer Harold Hurst discovered Moore was driving a stolen car and asked Moore to get out. Police said that's when Moore reached for a gun in his waistband, so Hurst shot in self-defense. But witnesses at the scene said they did not see Moore reach for a gun. Body camera video could have cleared up that controversy, but Hurst was not wearing a camera at the time because he was on his way to work. That prompted city leaders to ask for a review in the body cam policy. But a year later, Mobile police said, quote, there have been no changes. The body camera policy states that, quote, civilians can be shown body camera video to further efforts in an internal investigation or citizen's complaint, or to serve a public safety interest. The policy also dictates the proper procedures for storage of video files and how officers will be held accountable for properly using body cameras, stating, quote, Internal Affairs shall randomly review video recorded by personnel in the early intervention program on at least a monthly basis. The body cameras cost the city of Mobile $1.9 million in taxpayer money. We posted a complete copy of the policy for you to read on our website. It's there right now on fox10tv.com.
We learned today the city has a new body camera policy. Fox 10 News investigative reporter Kati Weis has been combing through that policy. Katie, what have you learned?
Well, Bob, Lenise, this new policy clears up some issues about how it's mandatory for officers to turn on their body cameras during any adversarial contacts with citizens. But ultimately, it's up to the officer's discretion to decide whether or not to press record at any other time. Now, like the old policy, this new policy also clears up some issues about how citizens can request to view body camera video. However, despite our multiple requests to see body camera video, Mobile Police has not released any of that video so far.
We answered 220,000 roughly calls for service last year.
Mobile Public Safety Director James Barber has been denying public access to body camera video for the last year, despite the fact that other police chiefs in the state are letting the public see what they pay for.
Turn around, put your phone on the... Hey, come on. Get on the ground.
Today at a Public Safety Committee meeting, Barber offered several reasons why. First, saying he's concerned about the privacy of innocent bystanders. He also said he's worried his department could be overwhelmed with requests.
But imagine if we were required to just do public request, open records request, a video for no other purpose but entertainment, oftentimes, then we've diverted even a huge amount. We've got 6 officers assigned just to provide discovery to the district attorney and municipal court for arrested subjects. If we were to open up those video files for curiosity, I couldn't even imagine how many officers it would take off the street to produce that type of video.
But there appears to be an appetite for public access. Fox 10 News Director Scott Flanagan shared with city leaders recent poll results showing more than 70% of registered voters we polled in Mobile believe that body camera video should be made public.
We take transparency very important in this industry because that's the only thing that really can tie us and the community together in terms of informing the community on the goods and services to the good people of Mobile. In terms of being an effort by Fox 10 News to obtain this video, it's important to clarify that we're not using this for entertainment purposes at all. Our job is to hold the powerful accountable and to be the voice for the voiceless.
While the judge's official decision is still pending, the judge's remarks in the courtroom today were supportive of transparency.
Attorneys representing the city of Mobile had hoped Judge Rick Stout would dismiss the lawsuit brought against them because of the city's continued denial of the release of public records. But no such luck was in store. Instead, the judge indicated he would not be dismissing the case, and he would give Fox 10 News an opportunity to amend our original complaint in order to continue the pursuit for all public records surrounding police body cameras, a topic that's been under scrutiny since the police chief had to apologize for an officer pepper spraying students last year at the Loop. In court, Fox 10's attorney Carol Sullivan asked the city's attorneys if the video from that incident still exists, but the city remained silent.
Attorneys representing both the city of Mobile and Fox 10 News declined to comment in this case, but I'll of course keep you updated as this debate over public records continues. Reporting in Mobile, I'm Kati Weis, Fox 10 News. While Fox 10 News continues to push for your government to allow you the right to see body camera video from Mobile Police, the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office says it has no problem allowing public access to body camera videos, even those showing deadly officer-involved shootings. I caught up with Baldwin County Sheriff Huey Haas-Mack about why he recently released one chilling video and how his agency will continue to be transparent in future high-profile cases to come.
Do not advance! Stand right there!
It's an accountability issue that law enforcement needs to look at and deal with.
Man, don't do it! Put it down! Put it down! Put it down right now! Put it down! Put it down! Put it down! Put it down!
That was the moment Baldwin County Sheriff's Deputy Corporal Matt Hunnady shot and killed Jonathan Victor as he continued to approach deputies and ignore their repeated requests to stand down.
Put it down! Put it down!
Last month, Hunnady was cleared by a Baldwin County grand jury. Shortly after the decision was reached, Sheriff Haas-Mack released the video of the incident.
We felt it was pertinent for the public to know exactly what happened. We wanted to also clear up any rumors.
While this is the first time the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office has released body camera video of a deadly officer-involved shooting, this isn't the first dramatic video the Sheriff's Office has shared with the public.
Oh, God.
Sheriff Mack tells me he has now made it a policy. Once an investigation is complete and a case is settled, his office will release the body camera video of any incident in question.
In this case, your deputy was in the right, and that was justified through the grand jury decision as well. But would you be willing to release body camera video even if your deputies were in the wrong?
Well, I don't think the decision is whether the deputy was in the wrong or in the right. I think the final decision, once again, you have to have a consistent policy regardless. But I think at the end of the day, yes, you should. You're always going to deal with situations. We've dealt with officers, deputies, police officers, investigators who have crossed the line. And that's going to happen. You try to minimize that as much as possible. But when it does happen, I don't think the final decision should be whether right or wrong. It should be a consistent policy, and then whatever the result is, and that's what you deal with.
And Sheriff Mack isn't the only Baldwin County official who's open to releasing body cam video. Just last week, Fairhope police officers shot and killed Sanders Suber after officials say he went on a crime spree through Fairhope and wielded a shotgun in front of officers. Witnesses sent us this cell phone video of the incident. But Baldwin County District Attorney Bob Wilter says he will also release the officer's body camera video.
As soon as the grand jury has met and considered the totality of the investigation and has reached a determination, then at that point, after the grand jury has reported, then the videos would be released at that time.
Across the bay in the city of Mobile, there's a much different view on the release of body camera video paid by tax dollars.
No whistles, no bullhorns, no sirens, and started pepper spraying the kids.
That's how one woman who wanted to remain anonymous described the actions of Mobile police officers at the Loop in Midtown a year ago. Mobile police confirmed an officer pepper sprayed a group of McGill seniors as they were painting the cannon after their big football win against Murphy High School, a decades-old tradition.
I do apologize for that.
While the chief, who is now the city's public safety director, apologized, he refused to release the body camera video, which would show the public exactly what happened that night. In fact, many people in Mobile want to have a clearer understanding about police activity. 72% of voters we polled in Mobile believe police body camera videos should be made available to the public. That's according to a recent exclusive Fox 10 News strategy research poll. All this comes after the public safety director's boss, Mobile Mayor Sandy Stimpson, promised transparency to the people of Mobile.
And we will have a degree of transparency that the city has never seen before.
In fact, it took Fox 10 News filing suit against the city for us to receive even just a copy of its body camera policy. That suit remains open as Fox 10 News is committed to your rights to see how your tax dollars are being used for police body cameras. Tomorrow, a hearing will be held on the matter, and I'll bring you the latest updates from the courtroom, both on air and online on fox10tv.com. Now, I also reached out to Mobile's Public Safety Director James Barber, both by email and phone, for this report, but I never received a response. Well, this all stemmed from an incident last fall when a group of McGill students were pepper sprayed by a Mobile police officer while they were painting the cannon after their big win against Murphy High School, a decades-old tradition. Now, the chief even apologized for that incident, but refused to release the body camera video, which would show the public exactly how his officer behaved. The police also refused to release the body camera policy, so we filed suit against the city for those public records. Once a copy of the policy was released, we amended our suit to also ask for a copy of the body camera video from the pepper spray incident, because Fox 10 News believes you have the right to see police body camera video paid for with your tax dollars. Today in court, lawyers representing the city of Mobile and attorneys representing Fox 10 News met in front of the judge to argue the issue. The judge heard arguments from both sides of the debate about whether or not police body camera video should be considered public record. During the hearing, the judge also recognized the importance of this issue before him, as the body cam debate is an issue facing local governments across the nation as more and more law enforcement agencies begin to use body cameras. In fact, in Baldwin County, Sheriff Hoss Mack released this body camera video last month of a deadly officer-involved shooting. Sheriff Mack released the video after the deputy involved was cleared by a grand jury. But Mack says he will be willing to release any video of any incident in question as long as the investigation is complete, no matter if his deputies were in the wrong or in the right. Now, the judge concluded the hearing today by giving Fox 10 News an opportunity to add more information to Fox 10's case, indicating he'll likely release an opinion in the coming weeks. We'll, of course, let you know when a decision is reached.